Good morning.
Good morning.
It's that first blast that comes out of this mic always gets me. Well, good morning and welcome to United Presbyterian Church on this special patriotic weekend as we prepare to celebrate our birthday, right, the nation's birthday. I'm pleased to see so many people in church. I know many people are traveling and seeing family and that such. So I wish everyone a happy 4th and hope you have a safe 4th. So we do have a few announcements to make. The church office will be closed Monday and Tuesday of this week. If you need to reach me, of course, you can always get me on my cell phone. The thing's attached to my hip. One day they'll probably implant something in my head. So you can reach me anytime, day or night, through my cell phone if you need me. So the church will be closed on Tuesday. There'll be no studies. But when we go downstairs afterwards in the fellowship hall, I've got the placard up on the easel as you first come in. It explains the movies we will be watching as we do Movies with Purpose, beginning with July 11th. I believe it's the 11th, is the first Tuesday, or the second Tuesday of the month. And so we are doing, the movies we're doing are Frank versus God, which is a new independent film, which my nephew is in, so I highly recommend it. And it's neat, it's a really good movie. October Sky, Bruce Almighty, we have to throw in the comedy in there. And the final film is called Searching for Bobby Fischer. And it's a movie about a chess prodigy in Manhattan who people liken to Bobby Fischer because he is that good. He's a little boy. I think he's about 7 or 8. So it's a wonderful movie. So clear your calendars for Tuesday evenings throughout the month of July and the first Tuesday in August. We will set up the fellowship hall like a theater. We're going to have popcorn and snacks and pop. And so if you'd like to sneak in your favorite candy, you don't have to worry about an usher throwing you out. Please do so. So plan to spend some time with us in July. And they'll be between 6 to 8:30 p.m. at night. And since the sun is out till about 11 o'clock here in Bloomington, get home safely. That is all the announcements I think I have. Don, do you have some announcements?
Just one.
Okay.
Once again this year, we're participating in the Salvation Army's annual collection of backpacks and school supplies for needy children and families in Monroe County. You may have noticed on the way in, we have a collection box in the narthex and another one down right outside of Fellowship Hall. There is a stack of lists on the table just to the right as you go out. Please pick one up. These are the types of things they're looking for. So we have 4 more weeks. It's during the month of July. So when you're out shopping, pick up a few school supplies and let's see if we can fill those boxes again this year.
Alan?
Today is script order day. The order forms in your bulletin. I'll be at the script table down the stairs. And also, for the rest of July, we need liturgists for next Sunday, July 9th, and the liturgists for July 30th. I'll have the sign-up sheet there at the script table if you'd like to volunteer to be a liturgist.
Any other announcements? I would also like to welcome our liturgists this morning, the Colbys, Valerie and Felipe Colby. They are members of our church, and
Celia and Soren.
And Celia and Soren, they're in the back where most Presbyterians usually sit, where if I wasn't preaching, I'd be further behind them. So please welcome them. They are church members. Their ministry down in Honduras is called His Eyes, and they will be doing a Minute for Mission this morning. And then afterwards, after our potluck downstairs, they will be giving an update and a discussion about their ministry and what they do and an update. So I'm excited, being that this is the first time I've gotten to meet them. I'm excited to hear all about it. So hearing no other announcements, let us worship God.
Special intro.
Good morning, I'm Valerie.
I'm Felipe. We do work full-time with His Eyes in Honduras, and to just kind of give you a preview of what you'll hear if you stick around this afternoon, His Eyes, the name really comes from the fact, not that Valerie is an optometrist, but that we try and do everything we do in Honduras as a ministry using the eyes of Christ. So to focus on spiritual but also physical needs of the people that are around us. So we not only plant churches, not only do we have a clinic, we have clothing ministry, food distribution ministries, we have a television station, we plant coffee and have our own coffee farms, we host short-term groups to come down and do VBS activities and many different things in construction. And we also have a children's outreach program that we call the Milk Project, so we seek sponsors, kind of like what Compassion does, just Compassion is in our area, to give malnourished kids from very poor economic families some much needed food, Bible stories, hygiene lessons, and that's just a safe place to play and be. So that's kind of all grown out after living there for the past almost 17 years, that God's slowly grown that from a clinic to 5 churches and clothing all over the country and all these different things. But it just basically started with that idea of just trying to see people the way Christ does.
So when I graduated from optometry school in 1999.
Where did you go to school?
Oh, it had to be IU, of course it had to be. You know, I chose IU because of their optometry school and because my parents came here, and my dad and my grandparents also came to IU, so I had the family tie. And Felipe, I dragged him with me here too when we were married and I was in school. And we went down to Honduras a few times on short-term trips, just a week at a time, to give eyeglasses. And it just grew and grew into something, a love that we had inside of us for the people and the country of Honduras. to want to help them and want to be there and live in the midst of the people of Honduras. It's just a wonderful people. And we're very blessed to be able to have had the opportunity to have an education here and take that education and use it to serve others that don't get a chance to have a good eye care. And not just only eye care, but we've grown, like he said, the mission to many different things to help and touch many different people and people groups. So we just thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of this church for many years back in the late 90s and early 90s, yeah, when we were here for many years studying, and now to be back. So it's very good to be back, and we're anxious to share with you after the service. Thank you. Thank you. Now we'll have our call to worship. You guys stand up? Okay, I see you all sit. Okay. Open your bulletins and we'll follow along. Let us sing to God who blesses us abundantly. O God, give us light to our eyes. Trust in God's steadfast love. Rejoice in God's salvation. God meets us here and answers our soul's longings. Let us worship God. You can stand for the opening hymn on page 560. Let us pass the peace of Christ to one another.